Yo, thanks for tuning into the Silo podcast. Today's episode, we talk about a recent shoot that we did as a passion project, how to avoid burnout, what to do when that strikes, and then a little bit more about our Discord server. I'm here with
Scoot.
Or Caleb. We call him Scoot.
I go by Scoot around these parts.
By literally everything that we do. I think I called you Scoot to my mom before. I'm like, I'm hanging out with my friend Scoot today. She's like, I'm like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But today, we're here to kind of recap what just happened. We actually just did a shoot today for Silo, and we kind of kept it down low. One of the things that we didn't super advertise, but it happened, and we're here to talk about it today.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm bringing Scoot on here because he came with me today. Like very last minute, I was just like, "Oh, you asked me what?" I
was just chilling, minding my own business, and I was talking about like plans because we have plans later today. And I was like, "Hey, like, can I like get a ride from you?" And you were just like, "Yeah, I can pick you up, but you want to go like early to this event or something?" And I was like, sure, why not?
Because you were like, "Yo, you want to do a podcast?" And I'm like,
"Yeah."
Well, you know what? I have this thing.
Yeah.
But you want to do a podcast afterwards?
Yeah.
So then you weren't even in the loop, but here we are.
No, I'm here.
But you're here.
I'm here.
And you experienced it.
Exactly. And it
was
great.
It was awesome. And so what we were talking about is we did a shoot at Source Creative House with Landon. And it was specifically for the Discord members. So all of y'all who are a part of our Discord community, thank you for coming. We hope to do more of these in the future, but we're kind of here to like unpack what happened.
Yeah, because a lot went down.
A lot did actually happen.
It was really cool.
So what, from your perspective, like what happened first of all, and then we can talk about like little details and vignettes.
Yeah, so like, what was it, like 10, 12 people?
Yeah, it was like 12 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just like doing these insane shoots with like awesome props, great outfit changes, wonderful models, even like just amazing photographers. It was a wonderful experience to see everyone working in their creative element.
Yeah. And so this all came to be kind of by me feeling burnt out actually after Winter Capture. We did this huge event and I was like, oh yeah, I want to shoot some. I want to shoot like as a photographer. I want to get in there and do my own thing. And that ended up not happening too much, which is unfortunate, but it's totally okay because it's for the betterment of Silo that I focused on kind of making sure everyone's okay, making sure vendors were okay because this is the first time we had vendors.
Yeah.
And I was just burnt out. I was like, dang, I didn't shoot any. I want to like actually make something happen.
Yeah.
So this was like end of March. And I reached out to our Discord that launched, I think, in March as well, and was like, bros, what's up? I need to, like, do something for myself. Would anyone, like, want to go in on a studio with me? And we can bring some models, and we would all, like, help pay for stuff. But I just need this for my own portfolio and sanity to, like, keep doing stuff for myself and creating just to create rather than, like, having a goal in mind.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever, like, create for fun?
Yeah. Rarely nowadays, actually. When like business and stuff ramps up, you almost forget that, oh, like this creative thing's my passion.
Yeah.
Like I should actually probably just take some time for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important to do that or else you're going to get burnt out so easily. Like I remember even texting you, I was like, dude, like I'm feeling so burnt out. Like I need a few days.
It was like last week,
yeah,
right?
It was. Because I was just so busy with so many different projects. I work as like an audio engineer and that's like my main thing. So I got like a couple people like being like, hey, I want to produce like my songs and like do an album. And I was like, great. And like stuff kept coming in and I just got to the point where I was like, man, this is okay, but this is a lot.
Yeah. On top of, you know, all your schooling and going to college as well and like all that stuff, that adds up.
Yeah, it does. It's crazy.
And so along this journey of me being burnt out and you being burnt out as well, like you guys reached out and were like, yo, I'm so down. And all of a sudden life hit me and I had a lot of stuff going on in May, a lot of stuff in April as well. And I was trying to shoot for a May shoot and it didn't happen. But we ended up reaching out and Landon from Source Creative house was so pumped.
Shout
out to Landon. literally the best human being ever.
Legend,
but
absolute legend.
I'm like, yo, I want to go in on a studio. We can all like chip in, and everyone's like, yeah, cool. And he's like, yeah, well, guess what? I know a place that you could use for free. And I'm like, okay, so you're the coolest person ever. We love you.
Like for free? Are you serious? And it's a nice place. It's a nice studio. It's
for those who for those who have not been there, that is where we had our fall capture in 2022. So like, it's amazing. Like the people there, Emil, Steph, Landon, amazing owners, amazing photographers, amazing humans, amazing husbands and wives and mothers and fathers. And it's just like so cool to have that human interaction where it's not like this glorified person so high on a pedestal. It's like Landon has like 10,000 followers, but he's the most down-to-earth guy. And he's just like, yo, you want to use my studio?
He's like just so chill about it too.
I don't know. So to me, like as a photographer, that was just super cool to hear. And yeah, so ended up, hey, here we go. I needed to do this for myself. And I was like, if I plan this, I'm going to get burnt out. And I don't want me to get double burnt out when I want to just create for myself.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Sam from Roonrook Photography.
Legend.
Absolute legend. I did not even know what we did today was possible.
It was insane. Like the stuff with the backdrops that, oh my word. Oh, it was just chef's kiss.
Yeah, exactly. A little Italian hand as well. But like, I asked her to take this all on and she was like, dude, I've got you. Let's do this thing. And man, is she like like we were discussing in the Discord too what creative directors were, and it's like not just like, oh, here's a few like Reels ideas.
Yeah.
But she fully put on the creative for this shoot. And was in charge, came like an hour and a half before I even thought she was coming to like make sure that the studio had the things that she needed. She like set everything up a while. Like she had 3 or 4 different sets and then tore down and then had like 2 more.
Man, that's a lot.
That's not something I am talented at. I can maybe bring people together, but her scale of like and skill of making things happen on day of
and so
is unrivaled.
Creative and different.
Yeah,
like that's the thing that amazed me. It was so unique, and seeing like unique, like awesome creative gifting in people's like just beyond me. I'm like, whoa, are you serious?
Yeah,
that's insane.
She got there and had the makeup artist already like doing people's makeup. Like she had the whole timing figured out. So like big shout out to Sam. Hopefully, I think she like listened to the podcast on her flights. So hopefully she makes it around to this one.
Listen to this one.
This is gonna make like an Instagram reel. Like, Sam, I'm not gonna DM you, but this is gonna be on our page forever. Being like, bro, you need to listen. Listen. So like, can you walk us through maybe some of like the sets that she had, if you can remember?
Yeah. So the first thing that struck me, I walked in the room and I was like, whoa, ball pit. Because it was just like...
Yep, ball pit.
I just walked in. I just saw like this like crazy like blue looking backdrop with like a ball pit with like tons of balls and stuff in it. And it was just like insane. And I saw people like modeling in it. And I was like, whoa, how do you do that? And then there was like this one, what was it, vinyl? Was it vinyl? Vinyl like wrap? What was it?
Shoot.
It was like yellow and... Cellophane.
Is
that what that's called?
Yeah, cellophane.
So there was like that stuff on the backdrop and on the floor.
One thing we learned too is that cellophane like sticks to like everything. Like I don't know if I like use cellophane. It's not like sticky, but it's like this like staticky kind of stick where it's like just kind of sticks on. So we were like, okay, Sam, did you like just do that? And she's like, yeah, just did it. And little did I know, she didn't like tape it or anything. It just stuck to like
That's why
their
I thought
backdrops.
It was vinyl.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, vinyl sticks to stuff.
No, it was just cellophane. So it was so cool.
Dang,
it was like color blocked like blue and yellow.
Yeah, it was so cool. And there was like this weird yarn one. Like that was another thing that caught my eye. I was like, the heck are you doing? Like,
I think that was the wackiest, like so out there.
It was so
for me.
Cool though.
Yeah.
Like just I saw like this person covered in yarn and I was like, what?
Yeah. Andrew was awesome too.
Yeah.
That was the guy that was mostly in the yarn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Amazing models.
Yeah,
amazing
let's just keep talking about all the people involved. But like, it was so cool. I think it was a smaller crew than summer captures or any kind of capture because it was more just like invite. we had a quick vision for it. Like Sam hooked us up with like a mood board and everything.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, what we like learned was like it doesn't need to be this big spectacle to like make things happen. I think that's like one of the coolest things that like happened today. Like we didn't need to sell to like Source Creative Space that like, hey, we're gonna have 70 people show up.
Yeah.
We don't like we're not pitching. He was just like, you guys are awesome, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's so like imperative to creativity, like building those relationships.
Connections are important. They get you places.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing I'm focusing on even in the music industry, because I'm doing I do mostly paid projects, but there are some projects I intentionally did for free because I do them for like incredibly talented musicians. I'm like, oh, I might need like an IOU kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And it's very important and crucial, especially in the creative line of work, to like build those connections with people.
Because they last too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
At the end of the day, as long as you're like kind and like nice,
just be a good person.
Literally just be a good person. And you know, if you're like a photographer, like those people that are putting on these bigger shoots or like, you know, actually have productions that are going on, they're going to remember the nice person and want a nice person that isn't as skilled as a mean person that is like the master.
Oh yeah.
Like there's so many occasions that I've ran into that happening or have had to be the person that's like, hey, you're kind of like in it for the wrong reasons right now. I'm going to choose this nicer person that can just be a brighter spirit, I would say.
Yeah.
You
it
know,
really lights up the room and helps everybody just chill.
Yeah. So like what you were also working on other projects during this. You were multitasking.
Yeah. So I am not a photographer, nor am I a model. So you might be wondering, what the heck were you doing at an event for photography?
Still modeling. With the luscious hair.
With the luscious hair.
You video listeners, or you audio listeners, make sure you look at the video for that one.
Just the hair.
Yeah.
So I was actually doing production. So I work in audio production, as I previously stated, and I just brought like a little portable production setup, and I just started working on audio. And actually, my inspiration for audio was even looking at all the like bright colors and stuff that everyone else was doing, and just seeing like, wow, that's crazy. Like, how's that make me feel? So I translated that.
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel really good, man.
Yeah,
it was, like,
really like bright and airy
serene,
and ambient.
Yeah, bright, airy, just wonderful. So I was just working on like production. Every once in a while I'd come out and just be like, yo, you're doing an insane job. That's awesome.
I'd peek in and you'd be like, yo, come here. Put on the headphones real quick.
Put on the headphones. Listen. But yeah, I was just working on production, and it gave me a nice creative break because I've been so used to just like, okay, I got to work on this. Like, I have to do this. It's become so much of like a chore that I forgot that music's supposed to be a pleasure for me. Like, that's the point of it. It's my creative outlook. It's always supposed to be like my part-time thing. It's never supposed to be my full-time job. Unless I got big enough for that. But
which you will.
Yeah, eventually, hopefully. But yeah, it was just refreshing to just kind of, it was freeing. I could like work with whatever I wanted. I didn't have to work on anyone else's projects or work through their creative ideas. I could kind of just work through my own. Yeah.
We like kind of like co-worked as well. It was kind of cool. I've like loved the idea of co-working. Obviously that's kind of what Silo, wants to become. So like co-working just in general was super cool to have like audio over here and then like visual over here.
Yeah.
And it was like a different like experience to be able to like walk into one realm and like walk into another. But just in general, like co-working, you get like a different perspective no matter where you go.
See, that's why I'm going to shout out the Silo Discord again.
Oh, man. It's happening.
Because here's the thing. The Silo Discord, the coolest part about it is there's like little like editing voice channel places where you can just like go and edit. Yeah, a little digital cafe. You can just go and edit and talk to other creatives.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool. Like, every once in a while, I'll just edit audio and just be in the voice channel, and every once in a while like some people like come in and talk, and that's just such a nice, refreshing experience. Instead of just being like glued to your screen, you can like talk to people and maybe get ideas from other people who aren't even in your same creative venture.
Yeah, it's a good way to go deeper. You know, we talk about how like these tentpole events of captures and slams and stuff like that are these like huge monumental moments.
Yeah.
But like, what happens in between? And we're trying to help cover that like huge moment and then not have it die down so much that it goes back to normal, but have you constantly at like a stable above average level of creativity or community at the very least. So like a lot of people like come out of their shells and actually show up at these captures, but then could die off and not, pay attention for the next few months.
100%.
And there's a level of engagement that comes with that, or retention that comes with that, but to be able to at least offer that to people, to give them an opportunity to be like, hey, I love these events. I want to do more. Do you have anything other than events?
Yeah.
And to say that we have this offering of something constant that you can continually talk to me or talk to audio producers or, there's so many, like there's guys from like Philly in there that are doing like amazing photo studio work. Like shout out Gio if you ever listen to these. Like Gio,
legend.
Literally he retouches too. And I don't know any other retouchers like in person. And I want to meet him on a video editing cafe call sometime in the near future.
Yeah. And for me, I don't know, it's just so refreshing to see like all these poets, all these like
the poetry.
Word.
That's actually one of the more active channels, which is super cool.
It's really nice, especially since what was it, Nemo who did?
Shout out your boy Nemo. You deserve a shout out because I remember you listen. Okay, sorry, side tangent. Nemo listens to literally all of these podcasts, which is the coolest thing because he like joined maybe a while ago, but every week he's been listening to like a new podcast to like try to catch up. So like every week in the Discord, he's like, "Oh, I just found out that Austin really likes Olive Garden from listening to this podcast," and I'm like, "That is something that it takes forever to like." Think about, I did say that on the pod. But Nemo, go ahead. Yeah.
So like Nemo had this whole month where he just posted a poem every day, and like sometimes he didn't even feel like it, but he just like pushed himself to write. And I was just like, bro, like he produces like such great content. Yeah. And it's so fun. Like even today he like it was either today or yesterday. He just like posted a haiku.
Yeah. It was last night, I think.
Oh, it was last night. That's why I saw it this morning. That makes sense. But it was like just writers like that and people who just randomly post stuff. Like I post like a little hot topics of the day because why not? You should definitely pay attention to them. But yeah, join the Discord. The Discord's like, it's great, especially for everyone who lives far away and can't actually participate in our events.
I mean, Nemo is from North Carolina, I think, maybe South Carolina. Wherever Greenville is.
Carolina.
Carolina.
I
don't think he even lives in Greenville. I'm just saying
Carolina.
Sweet Carolina.
Bom.
Yup. But that is a good reason to join the Discord. Like, if you can't make silo events, but somehow you listen to these podcasts, like, yo, shout out the Discord. Y'all are the real ones that show up every day. And just with a willingness to, like, create and like want to share. Like we have like photo critique but also like image share. Like I can't like if you want like actual constructive criticism, you do that, in the photo critique. But if you just want to share like, hey, I had a good meal today. There's like a food channel and a meme channel. Like you don't have to.
The other day you just posted a burger.
I just posted a burger. Why not?
Post a burger.
Why not? It was good.
# post a burger.
Yeah. # post a burger. Make it a thing. But like literally it's so cool because we're just gonna shout out people today.
Yeah, exactly.
When I share food, like Jason hops on and he's like, "Bro, yeah, that's the good place in Lancaster to get that."
Yeah, man.
Yo, go to Blazing J's, get their chicken sandwiches. That's the real thing. I think I posted a burger from Chili's or something, and you're like, "Where can I find that?" And I'm like, "Chili's." Like the most.
Well, I've never been to Chili's.
This is one of those podcast moments that I'm never going to forget because he just said he's never been to Chili's.
No, but I got a stick.
Yeah, does anyone, all the audio listeners too, hold up. Audio listeners, go to YouTube right now.
I am holding a stick. I attached a lapel to it. We are chilling.
We're in a park right now.
We're in a park.
Doing a podcast.
It's great.
It's kind of one of those things where just like the shoot ended a little early. Let's go hang out.
Just why not?
And then this is record a pod, record a few pods maybe.
Yeah,
we'll see. Who knows?
Wait.
But and we also have Gavin's surprise birthday party. It's already passed at this point by the time we uploaded it.
Yes.
So we'll have to fill you in on the details on that in another one.
100%.
But we're having a not so surprise Gavin birthday party tonight.
I thought it was gonna be a surprise, man. I was so excited.
Hey, if you're listening to this on YouTube, I need you to drop a happy birthday, Gavin. Even though it's late, it was May 28th for all of y'all that are interested. We're definitely celebrating it on his birthday on our Instagram stories when that happens. But
I have a lot of great photos of Gavin for the story.
Oh yes, he's gonna get blackmailed pretty hard. It's kind of bad.
There's no blackmail. We're just gonna post it.
Oh, we're just gonna post it, and then we're gonna
no blackmail involved.
But yeah, so to finish up here, the shoot today, just unreal. Like I don't even know what else to say about it. Like it was just so like life-giving. It filled my cup where I needed it.
Yeah.
I actually just like in the time between the shoot, I got lunch. And then we met back up here.
Yeah.
I edited one photo, and I'm like in love with it already. Andrew killed it, and we used the spotlight thing on him with a blue background. And he had a red blazer on.
Snap.
Oh,
was that like the stickers?
That was the stickers too.
So he had like smiley face stickers like all over.
Yeah.
It was sick.
It was like little like little spots on him, but like
you can
vintage.
see it in the image share in Discord.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm gonna put it there. But oh my gosh, I just can't thank everyone enough that like comes out and supports us. And it's not even about like that wasn't a super silo thing, you know?
No, it was
like,
very low key.
We're not trying to brand it as that. It was more a passion project for the people that were interested and were willing to make something happen on a Friday, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how that many people showed up on a Friday.
No clue.
I have off on Fridays, but I feel like not a lot of people.
I'm just homeschooled, man. Like,
you just work here, man.
I just work here.
But anyway, do you have any final thoughts?
Cheese.
What's your favorite pair of shorts?
The ones that fit.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Peace.